This is Book C, and we are doing Lesson 5. Lesson 5. And the first one to review is the one in the technique book. This is actually, it covers both lessons. So if they should have probably done this last week and have them continue to warm up with it to review, because it also applies for, it's also for this lesson also. So this should be easy. Hopefully they've got that one learned. If they haven't, then they can go ahead and review it as well and keep working on that one. Okay, G in the bag is, nope, wrong, not G in the bag. Right, Let It Rain, Let It Pour is the next one we are doing. And this is on page 11 in the lesson book. I would have them practice this one first before they do the Willie and Tilly out of the solo book. This one is quite a bit, it's easier. It's one hand at a time. And you'll hear it starts in G position, and it's going to sound a little bit like the other songs that we have done. Start with forte, C, A, B, B, A, 2, 3, 4. This is where their eyes are going to need to watch. These are fifths, repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they go right back up to the top. So this is just 5 to 1, then fifths here, walk it down, then repeat it. Notice there's a crescendo right in the middle. This is where it should be loud, should be quiet at the beginning and at the end of the line. Okay, so you might need to point to in the beginning. The fifths, these are our intervals here. That's what this lesson's about, is reviewing intervals. Here are our fifths. Okay, and Willie and Tilly, this one's going to be a little trickier. You may see, if your child is really good at sight reading, they may be able to practice looking at this as one phrase, and they can practice this phrase over and over again. But if your child needs to practice this a little bit more, these two measures repeat right here. They sound like this. We start on fifths, repeat, and these are different. These are seconds, down one, down one. Ends on A, which is the fourth finger. It's a fourth. It sounds unresolved. It doesn't sound like the end. So just to do this one again, it's up 3, down 1, down to B, ends on A. Okay, now this, they can probably practice 2 hands together for this, because all we're doing is holding it down for 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They'll probably need to practice that. They'll get that the second time they play it. They usually miss this one the first time they play it. So this starts with this top note, and then it goes down and back up again. Here it was just a fifth. Here we have a fifth and a fifth and a fifth. So there's like a little extra note at the beginning. I'll just play this one. This will be the part here that they'll need to practice more. I'll just go ahead and play all the way to the end, then we'll talk about this. Okay, so with this, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The easiest way to help them with this is to count it out. This, we play the same chord as we did before, but the next measure we only play the D, which is the top note of the chord. So they don't have to do anything but just play their thumb again. And then we have thirds. So have them play this hand by itself at least once so they can see what they're doing. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I exaggerated my hands because you may miss that D right there. 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, your child will play that a little bit slower than that. Okay, so that's how that one works. And make sure you're up to, I believe, page 8 in the Note Speller book. So we're moving right along. Just watch the instructions at the top to make sure that you're keeping up in the Note Speller, because since I'm not with your child, if you're working at home, I'm not able to quiz your child on what are the names of these notes. And I want them to keep doing it. And if you feel that they still struggle, put them on Tenuto. Tenuto is still a great app to be using. All right, have a good week.